Hello and welcome back to my channel. So we're still working on that parcel and this week's piece is going to be this. So we already have an idea of the color. We can kind of guess that it's going to go here once this clears out, and obviously this should clear out. So this should be a fairly straightforward piece. Um, it's going to be thin because of, we said there's this sand here, so probably it's going to end up being quite thin, and actually it looks like there's also color here, but I cannot risk for that. So I'm really just gonna clear here, see the color, and try to figure out the shape. I don't know. I like triangles, but I do think that I should do an oval or a circle from time to time. So I'll see how it looks, and I'll decide. So anyway, I'm gonna really clean this better, and I'm gonna come back to you with hopefully some good news. And I am back with some mixed news. I'm gonna wet the stone. So this is the stone. So this here is great color. This is very nice. This is the kind of color that's worth easily, I think, 60, 70 per carat. The issue is here. It's difficult to see, but basically all of this is there's still a bit of a cloud, and it's extremely thin at this point. This is, I mean, you can see my fingernail. This is maybe 1.5 millimeter, which is kind of getting thin for a stone. And you also have some of that cloudiness here. So my thought is I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to have this small triangle, but at least it's clean. It's yeah, it's clean. It's a very nice color. So if I can get, I don't know, 0.6, 0.7 carats out of it, I do think there is a little stone there that might be worth doing. So I'll work on the shape, and then I will come back and hope for the best. And I am back. First, I would like to apologize for the delay. Life gets in the way. Anyway, this is the stone. So right now I don't have any light on. I'm trying to see if I can find the angle, because there is some decent color that appears depending on the angle, but no, here with the setup it doesn't work. So what if I do view? Okay, well, this is at least better, so you can kind of already see some of the blue green. So that's pretty nice. It ended up smaller than I thought, but that was what was needed to remove the dirt. So now that I have, so yeah, it's a nice little stone. It's got a pretty nice brightness. Probably, I like to think that you evaluate brightness in ambient light and not under the light from the phone. So I would think it's probably a 2, but might be a 3. Anyway, the color is, it's there, it's everywhere. It's very full pattern, not that direction. I mean, there is direction in the sense that there's a side or two that make it look better, but overall, you're always gonna see some color from there. Um, it's a bit thick still. I might just clean up the back a bit. I mean, right now there's still the wax. Um, So yeah, I would say it's probably a stone, the kind of stone that's worth 40 a carat. I expect that I don't have much in terms of carat. Let's see. I have 1.05 carat. Realistically, I think once I remove the back, we go down to 0.8. So I think it's a 35 dollar stone, US dollar. I think it's dark. I actually have to check, compared to the scale. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's probably an N6, which is certainly darker than a lot of I've had, but also not black and barely dark. So anyway, that's it for this week. Again, I apologize for the delay, but I think it was worth it because this stone is quite neat. I'm gonna get to work right away on the for next week. Um, anyway, as always, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fancy things, and I will see you in the next one.